Welcome back to the Datarekha audio guide. I'm Diya.
And I'm Arjun. Today, an agent framework whose entire selling point is that it does almost nothing, and why that's exactly why teams reach for it in production.
Does almost nothing? That's an odd thing to brag about. Set it up.
After a couple of years of heavy, batteries included frameworks. The OpenAI Agents SDK went the opposite way. Small, explicit, very few abstractions. And the whole pitch is, there's so little magic you can hold the entire mental model in your head after one lesson. By 2026, it's a common default for production agents, precisely because nothing is hidden from you.
All right, give me the whole vocabulary. What are the pieces?
6 primitives, and that's genuinely all of it. An agent is just an LLM plus instructions, some tools, and optionally some handoffs. The runner runs the loop, call the model, run whatever tool it picked, feed the result back, repeat until there's a final answer. Tools are plain Python functions. Then handoffs, guardrails, and sessions. Those 3 are where it gets interesting.
Start with handoffs. That's the signature move, right?
It is. The classic pattern is a cheap triage agent that classifies the request and transfers it to the right specialist. Customer writes in, a triage looks at it, decides this is billing, and hands the whole conversation to a dedicated billing agent or to a technical agent for a bug. One front door, several rooms behind it.
Now here's what I'd want to know. Under the hood, is a handoff some special routing machinery?
And this is the cleverest design choice in the whole SDK. A handoff is literally a tool call. When triage routes to billing, what actually happens is the model calls a tool named transfer_to_munding. That's it. It's not a separate subsystem.
Okay. So because it's just a tool call, it shows up in the trace like every other action. You can see the exact moment it routed.
You nailed the payoff. There's no invisible hand. The transfer appears in the run trace alongside everything else, so it's fully debuggable. When something routes wrong, you don't guess. You read the trace and see it called transfer_to_technical when it should have gone to billing. That visibility is the entire philosophy of this framework in one detail.
Let's do guardrails. Where do those actually sit?
Guardrails run alongside the agent as checks that can halt the whole run. 2 kinds. An input guardrail fires before the agent acts. Block off-topic or unsafe requests at the door. An output guardrail fires on the way out. Validate the response before anyone uses it. In the diagram from the lesson, they wrap the entire thing. Input check, then the agent run, then output check.
And there's a specific term for when one trips. What stops the run?
A tripwire. A guardrail returns a flag. Tripwire triggered, true or false. And when it trips, the run ends right there. So you can write an on-topic check that says, if this isn't a support question, trip the wire. And the agent never even starts working on garbage. It's a clean kill switch sitting around the loop.
And the 6th one, sessions. That's the least glamorous, but probably the one I'd use constantly.
Exactly right. Sessions give you automatic conversation history across runs. So you're not hand-threading state, manually carrying the transcript from one call to the next. It's unglamorous plumbing, but it's the plumbing you'd otherwise rewrite in every project. The SDK just handles it.
So let me push on the obvious objection. The name says OpenAI. Am I locked into their models?
No, and the lesson is explicit about it. It's provider flexible, not OpenAI, and it composes with MCP servers as tools. So all those reusable tool integrations plug straight in. The name is a bit of a misnomer for what's actually a fairly neutral, minimal framework.
Then when would I outgrow it and reach for something heavier?
The lesson draws a sharp line. For complex, stateful graphs, lots of branching, loops, intricate state, you might still want something like LangGraph. But for the shape that shows up constantly in production, a router, some specialists, and guardrails around them, this SDK is hard to beat. It deliberately trades the batteries included weight for explicitness, covering the 80% you actually need.
So the one sentence to take away.
The OpenAI Agents SDK wins by hiding nothing. Handoffs are just tool calls. Guardrails are just checks around the loop. And because you can see the whole thing, you can actually debug it in production.
Few primitives, nothing hidden. That's the Datarekha audio guide. See you in the next one.